Lily lived in a city where the buildings scraped the perpetually gray sky, and the constant hum of traffic was the only lullaby she knew. Her small apartment felt especially quiet after her grandmother passed away, taking with her the vibrant stories that used to fill Lily's evenings with dragons, brave knights, and enchanted forests. Now, the silence pressed in, thick and heavy, broken only by the lonely patter of rain against her window. She missed the warmth of her grandmother's voice, the sparkle in her eyes as tales unfolded. Adventures spun from thin air just for her. The world outside seemed duller, smaller. Without that magic, she longed for a connection, a whisper of that wonder to pierce the gray monotony of her days, a comfort against the quiet emptiness of the apartment. One gloomy Saturday, seeking distraction, Lily wandered into a dusty, forgotten corner of the city library. High on a shelf, untouched for years by the look of its thick layer of dust, sat a simple leather-bound notebook. Its cover was worn but soft, devoid of any title or decoration, drawn by a strange, quiet pull. Lily reached up and carefully brought it down. As she blew the dust away, a faint scent of old paper and something else, something warm like sunshine on dry grass, filled the air. Opening it, she found the pages completely blank, pristine white, yet they seemed to hum with a quiet, waiting energy. It felt less like finding an object, and more like discovering a silent friend patiently waiting just for her that night. Curled under her quilt with only a small bedside lamp casting a warm circle of light, Lily took out the notebook and a sharpened pencil. The blank first page felt intimidating. What could she possibly write? Feeling a pang of loneliness, she simply began to pour out her heart. "It's very quiet tonight," she wrote, her pencil scratching softly. "I miss grand stories the most when it's quiet like this. The city sounds are far away, and this room feels too big, too empty. I wish I knew a story to tell myself." She paused, her words feeling small and sad on the vast white page. A single tear escaped, blurring the final word slightly. She sighed, closed the book gently, placing it on her nightstand, and turned off the light, surrendering to the quiet dark. The next morning, drawn back to the notebook almost without thinking, Lily opened it again. Her breath caught in her throat below her own sad sentence, written in a flowing, elegant script that was decidedly not her own childish handwriting, were new words. "The quiet isn't empty, dear Lily. It's full of waiting whispers. Listen closely tonight, past the city's hum, and you might hear the first rustle of leaves in the whisperwood, a place where lost stories gather like fallen leaves, waiting for someone kind to find them again." Lily stared, her heart pounding. She traced the unfamiliar script with a trembling finger. It felt warm, comforting, like a gentle hand on her shoulder. It was impossible, yet undeniably real. Night after night, Lily returned to the notebook. She would write a thought, a feeling, a simple observation about her day. A euro, the grumpy man at the bakery who finally smiled, the unexpected patch of wildflowers pushing through a crack in the pavement, her own wish to be braver. And every morning, she would find a response, not just words, but the beginning of a story. If she wrote about the grumpy baker, the notebook told of a village baker whose bread held secret charms. If she mentioned the flowers, it spoke of a hidden garden nurtured by moonlight. Tears. The story fragments were beautiful, poignant, and felt deeply personal. As if the notebook understood her soul, it became her most cherished ritual, a secret conversation with magic itself. One terrible Tuesday, after a difficult day where everything seemed to go wrong, Lily rushed home, desperate for the comfort of her magical notebook. But when she reached her room, the space on her nightstand was empty. Panic seized her. Cold and sharp, she tore her room apart, searching under the bed, in drawers, behind books. Nothing. The gray world outside seemed to crash in, heavier than ever. The unique warmth, the gentle magic of the notebook, was gone. Sitting on her bed, feeling utterly bereft, she whispered into the silence, "Please, please come back. I wasn't finished listening. I wasn't finished hearing the tale." Her voice was small, lost in the vast quiet of the empty room. Days passed, heavy with disappointment. Lily tried to remember the stories the notebook had begun, but the details felt fuzzy. The magic dimmed. Then, one evening, sitting by her window watching the first stars appear. A sudden, clear image bloomed in her mind. Not words on a page, but a vivid scene. She saw the whisperwood, its leaves shimmering silver green, and a small, determined figure walking beneath them, gathering glowing fragments of light. Lost stories. The image was so strong, so real. It demanded expression without thinking. Lily grabbed a plain sheet of paper and began to write, not copying, but continuing the tale the notebook had started. The words flowed, surprisingly easy, describing the figure's journey, the whispering trees, the feeling of hope returning. She wrote and wrote, filling the page, then another. The magic hadn't left. It had simply moved. It was inside her now. Awakened by the notebook's gentle touch, the tale was writing itself, not on paper anymore, but within her own heart, a gift that could never truly be lost. The quiet wasn't empty. It was alive with the stories she carried, ready to be told, a warm, enduring comfort against the world's gray edges.